Welcome to video number 7. We're going to talk about on-page consistency via WordPress plugins. Now, in video number 5, we talked about site structure. In video number 6, we talked about filling that structure with content. Now, before you actually add those content to your posts or your pages, you want to make sure that you install a specific WordPress plugin called Yoast. And Yoast SEO is a plugin that we actually tested. We have gotten better results with Yoast than the other WordPress plugins, and this has been going on for many years. So what I want to do in this particular video is show you how to install Yoast SEO, what settings you should use, because there's all sorts of different settings and other settings within your WordPress site to make sure that your site is going to be search engine friendly. And once you've installed Yoast, the nice thing is that you don't really have to tweak anything else again once you have set everything up and it's done. All right, so let me show you how to do that. Now, before we go out and we install the Yoast SEO plugin, I want to say that before doing that, you want to head on over to the writing section. And under the update services, you're going to see one ping URL. So what this is that you want to do this when it comes close to the time that you begin to create posts and pages so that you can alert the search engines that, hey, I've got new content. So what you want to do up until this point is click on update services, and they're going to give you a list of URLs. So all you have to do is simply highlight that. We're going to copy it and head back over here, delete that and paste that in here and click on Save Changes. So that's what I would do. And the next thing I would do is when you click on reading here and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see search engine visibility. I would check this if you are not ready to be released to the public. So if you're not ready for the search engines to index you or to come to you and say, hey, I'm a new site, I've got all this content, I would check this. Now, up until the time when you are ready to start posting and adding content, then I would deselect that. All right, so that's typically what I like to do. So that way, when they come to your site, when you have a lot of content, they're like, wow, I've discovered a new site with all this content. I'm going to index you properly. So those are the two things that I like to do before we install Yoast. Now let's go ahead and install Yoast SEO. And what we need to do is go to plugins, go to add new, and then under search plugins, we are going to search for Yoast. So just type in YOAST, and you're looking for Yoast SEO, this one here. So you could also type in Yoast SEO. But this is the one that is going to be from Team Yoast. It's got 1 million active installs, highly popular plugin. So just go ahead and click on Yoast, install now. Click on activate plugin, and in a matter of seconds, typically, you'll be good to go. Now it says huge SEO issue, you're blocking access to robots. So you must go to the reading settings and uncheck the search engine visibility. So yeah, we know that, and we did that for a reason, because we are purposely blocking the robots for now until we get our Yoast settings up and running. So once we do that, just make sure that you go back up over here and uncheck it. So the nice thing about Yoast is it does allow us to be notified as a reminder to uncheck that. So now what we want to do is we want to go to SEO. You go to General, and we've got a Help Center. We don't really need to go here, but we can go to your info. And as you can see here, we can enter the website name. Typically what you want to do is you want to name it your brand name and maybe a dash, and then maybe kind of overall main keyword that you want to rank on. You can also enter the alternate name here, and you want to choose if you're a company or a person. This will allow Google to get a better read on you if you're a company or a person. So if you're a company, enter the name of your company, and then of course upload a logo and try to fill in as much detail as possible. If you're a person, then of course enter your name here. And then of course you can go to Webmaster Tools, and you can use these boxes below to verify different Webmaster tools. So we got Alexa, Bing, Google Search, and Yandex. And of course you have security. Now the specific settings, the titles and metas are important. So if we go here and we go to homepage, typically I like to leave this as it is. Post types, we have templates. Now what this means is that every time you create a post or page, the title will show up, the page and the site name will show up as well. So if you only want the title to show up, you can always delete all of this. But typically I like to leave everything as they are, because they've done a lot of testing to know what works and what doesn't really work. So meta robots, we can index it. That just means that they'll come to the site and index your site. And meta box, I'll leave that as it is. Meta description allows you to kind of customize the description of every page, every post, and all your media. So what this does, it also allows you to make your media search engine friendly as well. So we leave taxonomies alone. We typically leave everything alone, but you can always customize it further if you would like. And then of course we have social optimization. So if you do have a Facebook page URL, it's a good idea to enter them here, specifically because Google likes to know that if you are a brand name, that you have other social properties that could possibly be linking to you. And if you can enter Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and your other URLs here. And of course, you can customize it further as well. Next, we have XML sitemaps. And you can expand the number of entries per sitemap, but 1,000 is a good amount, so you don't really need as much more than that. Then you have post types, excluded posts, and taxonomies. Then of course we have the advanced section, which we have the ability to create breadcrumbs and make our permalinks a lot more search engine friendly if we want to. So in all, typically I leave them as they are, but I'm just going through here to show you that you can tweak things when you want to. Now, once you have installed the Yoast SEO plugin, I wanted to show you this, but after you create new pages, when you enter the title here, the body of the posts, if you scroll down, you'll be able to see Yoast SEO, and this will allow you to change the settings for every specific article. So right now, obviously there's nothing here, but if we enter the title and the description, this will automatically change here. You can enter the focus keywords particularly for that. And what's nice about Yoast is it will analyze your content, as you can see here. So it'll tell you upon looking at your content and analyze your content, it'll give you kind of a overview of how that looks like to the search engines. So that's why I like Yoast really, really well, because it gives you so much data to go off of, and it makes your site really search engine. So from our testing, we found that Yoast was actually very, very good. So obviously, once you are ready, once you have created your first content piece, then of course, go up here and deselect the search engine visibility like this, so that you can get the search engines back to your site. And then every time you create a post or a page, it will ping those ping sites, which will then get search engines back as well. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this particular video. As you can see, it's not really hard. Just do those two settings that I talked about earlier. Install Yoast SEO. You can keep them as they are, the settings wise, and that's it.